Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, or the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, who risk in their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds or Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai, and the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as we're the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Yakalio, and I'm here to bring you a prophecy update regarding the prophecy of World War III. And I must bring out the precept to start. In Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14, the second woe is past, which is World War II, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, which is World War III. And I did a video regarding the situation that's going on yesterday, which, the United States of America, which is known as Mystery Babylon the Great in Revelation chapter 17, gave, Ukraine permission for the missiles, right? The United States essentially gave the go-ahead for there to be attacks against Russia. It is now allowed, right, from Ukraine. And then what occurred, right, because hearing that and knowing the prophecies of Yahweh Shemeshai and the major players regarding the World War III prophecy, right, America and Russia, right, you have Russia's allies, and then you have America's allies, right, and it's all going to come to a head because the Lord said, Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 4, the noise of a multitude in the mountains like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together, the Lord Yahweh of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle. So the Lord is putting the spirit out there for these heathen nations to go to war, and you can see it building up literally right now and literally every day. And why is this happening? Because we're at the end of the rulership of the Edomites, who are these so-called white people. We're at the end of their kingdom, right? And the Lord said to measure the time diligently. And so when you measure the time diligently, you observe what is going on in the world and you correlate that to prophecy, and you can clearly see, if you truly believe, that the prophecies are building up and the end is quite close. Okay. So now, today's update, we have arrived to this. Experts react to Russia's new nuclear doctrine. All right, and there's more news as well. But I think this came out right before the other news, so let's tap into this. Experts react to Russia's new nuclear doctrine. So Russia put out a new nuclear doctrine. This is a response to the United States of America giving Ukraine the go-ahead to be able to strike Russia. Okay, so most agree the changes are intended to serve as a warning to Western countries supplying long-range missiles to Ukraine. Western countries being America and her allies, which are NATO and the EU, European Union, right? Russia's new nuclear doctrine will likely force the US and other Western nations to reconsider their military support for Ukraine. Defense and political experts have said after Vladimir Putin officially signed the new rules on Tuesday, which is today. The new doctrine states that Moscow will have the right to consider the nuclear option if Russia or Belarus come under attack by conventional arms and if such aggression creates a critical threat to their sovereignty or territorial integrity, right? So it's plain and straight to the point. Russia has changed their nuclear doctrine to, if we're being attacked, we're going to attack you back with the nuclear weapons. Additionally, any act of aggression by a non-nuclear state with the participation of a nuclear state against Russia will now be regarded as a joint attack and could also trigger the new doctrine. So they're putting it out there, anybody that comes for us, anybody that attacks us, we're going to retaliate, okay? We're going to assume that you're aligned with these people, and we just grouping y'all all into one place, okay? You strike us, we're going to retaliate, Okay, following the publication of the revised rules, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov explained that the new doctrine effectively gives Russia the right to consider a nuclear response to the use of Western supplied non-nuclear missiles by Kyiv against Russian territory. Now, this is huge because this is moving things along, right? Things are truly progressing to the end game. These end game prophecies, the World War III prophecy, the destruction of America, prophecy, the return of Yahushai, okay, and delivering the elect of the nation of Israel from America and from the four corners of the earth. But before all of that can occur, the mark of the beast prophecy, which is the microchip, must come to pass, right? And then you have these systems that are in place. When you observe that prophecy, the mark of the beast prophecy, the central bank digital currencies, the digital identification systems, right, are built all around the world and being developed all around the world. And then you have all this tension going on with the World War situation. And you know what? Change comes about from chaos. Esau, Edom, right? They have a motto, order out of chaos. And one of the greatest chaoses that can come to the world is World War III, right? Which can change the entire world situation. Okay? But the end of World War III cannot come, okay? The finale cannot come until that mark of the beast, which is that microchip, is made mandatory worldwide. So it's just something to keep on observing and looking at, okay? So Russia has declared this, and this is all along with scripture, man, okay? And I have to bring it out each time, okay? Because these are the times that we're in. Ezekiel 38 and verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. And this is referring to the Russians. And say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. So the Lord isn't with these heathen, okay? By the way, all right? The Lord isn't with these heathen. And I'll turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I'll bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all them clothed with all sorts of armor. So this is what we're seeing, building up this spirit that will be put on the Russians to go to war. That is what this is. All right, and you can see it by them changing their nuclear doctrine. They're saying, we can strike you with nuclear missiles now if you attack us, point blank. All right. Now, as to what will occur, we'll have to see, because the scriptures say that you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, and etc. And these are the beginning of sorrows, right? We have not entered the time of famine as yet, and all these kinds of things. But once again, war can bring about these things in a very dramatic and swift way. All right, things can change very, very quickly. All right. Even a great company with bucklers and shields, all them with swords. So Russia has allies, Persia, which are the Iranians, Ethiopia and Libya, which are the Africans, right? With them, all of them shield and helmet, Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarma of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee, which are the Turkish people. Right? Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So Russia is a guard unto its allies as well. Okay? So Russia right now is in this situation, and then what has occurred? With this nuclear doctrine change, all of a sudden, this is in the news. Kyiv fires ATACMS missiles at Russia's Bryansk region. Okay? And so now basically we have that Russia has been hit. Let me check this information real quick. Okay, so this is literally just hot off the press, right? Because this article that it led me to is just talking about how it has all developed, but Russia has been attacked. Let me see if they have any other. Okay, yeah. So Ukraine launches first strike on Russia with US-backed ATACMS missiles. Okay, so it's an ongoing story. It's literally developing right now. So there will be more to come, But in regards to this, it appears that now Russia has been attacked. And they just made that statement regarding their changing their nuclear doctrine. So what are they going to do next? What's the next step? All right, watch and see. It's very exciting times. But regarding Russia, further, all right, because things are gonna get really bad. Okay, Russia themselves. Okay, let's see in Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes, which are referring to the Russians, against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces. All right? And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. Right? Because the Russians, the Lord is putting a spirit on the Russians to go to a very warlike mentality, to just go to war and to destroy and to win. And not win, to win. And what's going to happen at the end is that the Lord is going to gather the heathen together, as it says in Joel chapter 3, verse 9, to that place, okay, in the so-called Middle East. And then they're going to battle, and things are going to happen where America and her allies are going to lose. Things are going to escalate further where America's own allies are going to turn against her. And when it is that the ICBM missiles from America's enemies, which is Russia, who would have been the victor in that skirmish, shoot the missiles at America, right? Her allies will also shoot at her, pertaining to Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And that's going to be the destruction of America, right? It says, okay, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when Yahweh Shemishai overthrows Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Destruction by fire, okay? And then we can go to Jeremiah chapter 51 and 11, and it says, make bright the arrows, gather the shields. What are these arrows talking about? It couldn't be arrows, because these arrows have to go across from one point of the earth to the next. It's not a bow and arrow that you see that they have in they use at the Olympics or anything like that. No, the arrows are the devices, are the missiles, right? That will be shot towards America, right? That's why before even it says they're bows, because the bow shoots the arrow, so the device that launches the missile is shot out, right? Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord Yahweh hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, which is referring to the Russians, for his devices against Babylon. What is Babylon? America. To destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. All right, so the Lord is going to put the spirit on the Russians to shoot these missiles at America, and you can see it's all happening, right? It's all building up. You can see it, literally, the news that is out there right now, okay? So this is what is happening, man. And of course, more things will be occurring too, because now, essentially, we have to wait for the response. There is no response from Russia as yet that I've seen, because these things are literally just happening right now. So we'll see, man. But these are very exciting times, because as I mentioned before, certain further things can occur, right, with the impending war, right, that can cause certain other things to happen in the world, that can lead us to the famine, the pestilence, the judgments of Yahweh Shemishai, the mark of the beast prophecy, everything, right? Order out of chaos is their motto. So we shall see what will happen, man. Okay? So with that, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kodesh, Shalom.